Hello, everybody, and welcome to this day of going back through time. This is the movie studies class that I am teaching, and
I am the student.
we are going through each phase that the Marvel movies have done. So, phase 1 is Iron Man. The first one, Iron Man, the first one, was directed by Jon Favreau, stars Robert Downey Jr., Terrence Howard, and Gwyneth Paltrow, and it's about a rich billionaire named what's
Tony
his name?
Stark.
And he what does he make?
He makes an iron suit after getting captured by the bad guys. Well, not by the bad guys, by sort of like terrorists almost.
Yes. So what happens after he gets taken by the terrorists?
He builds an iron suit to escape, and
Yes.
he discovers that his heart is sort of like needs energy.
Well,
That's why he
needs protection in order for shrapnel not to get put into it. You're going to fail the quiz if you say something like that. Now, Iron Man, who is his mentor and ultimately the guy who
Jarvis?
betrays him. What is his name?
Jarvis is his.
AI.
So, like-
Yes, we're getting to that, but the guy who betrays him,
I have no clue.
Obadiah Stane.
Oh.
Do you know that guy who
I've heard
betrays him in the movie?
I do not.
Okay, you're going to fail. Watch this movie for the next class. So, he's the guy who hired the terrorists, and he, he created, Iron Man suit, and it kills Tony, and then he reveals
Oh,
to the
that's
world
right. Is he
he's-
the bald guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then he reveals to the world he's Iron Man. Yeah. The next film, The Incredible Hulk. I'm going to be completely honest, I've only seen this film once. I do know it stars
Nice.
Edward Norton,
Mm-hmm.
and it has a epic monster fight at the end. That's all you need to know for the quiz, since I'm not really good at this. Our next one is Iron Man 2.
Same Tony Stark?
yeah.
I mean, Robert Downey Jr.
Downey Jr. But, Rhodey is recast to a new guy.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What, do you know his name?
Recast to a new guy. Oh. Is that the
The actor's name. Do you know that?
No, I don't.
Don Cheadle.
Oh.
So this one is pretty much about the fact that at the beginning of the film, he finds out that his heart, the thing that's keeping him alive, is killing him because the element using it is highly toxic or something.
Mhm.
So,
Okay.
this one is pretty much about the government comes to him and thinks Iron Man is a weapon. And he says, no, Iron Man is not a weapon. And they're like, well, what about arc reactor technology?
Mhm.
People are going to have it. Some suits may be operational. And he says, oh no, no one's going to be operational for at least 20 years. Then guess what happens?
What?
You've seen the scene in the race car.
Oh.
Some
It's the electric guy with the electric ropes.
he has an arc reactor that powers those.
Whiplash. That's his name.
Yeah. He has an arc reactor that powers those. Take note. This is going to be on the quiz.
Okay.
He has an arc reactor that powers those, and pretty much the government wants to take his suits away from him. And then the rest of the film is pretty much him dealing with that and him finding something to replace his dying heart. Then there's an epic fight at the end. That's all you need to know for that. Thor.
Thor.
Now Thor is
Thor crash lands to Earth after being sort of taken away the power from
exiled.
Yeah.
That's what it's called. He goes down to Earth and meets a woman.
Mhm.
And I don't really know.
Isn't the woman like the meteorologist, like studying stars, and then all of a
Yes.
sudden, yeah.
He meets a woman, and the woman teaches him how to become a better human.
Mhm.
And I don't really remember a lot of the details of this. I do.
And his father takes away Thor's hammer powers.
I
and
do
all that.
remember that Loki's the villain. He betrays everyone on Asgard by helping the Frost Trolls
Mhm.
and practically destroys
Asgard. Almost.
Asgard and Jotunheim before Thor destroys the Bifrost, which stops him from going to any other realm.
Mhm.
Take notes on that. Captain America 1. Now, Captain America 1 stars
Chris
Chris Evans and Sebastian Stan.
As Bucky.
Yeah.
But
I
this is
bel-
the good Bucky.
Yeah, this is the good one.
This is
I will get to that later.
Mhm.
No doing this. So pretty much it's about him. He tries to go in audition. He tries to go and get into the army to serve during World War II,
Mhm.
but he says he's not good enough.
Mhm.
Next thing you know, he agrees to become a test subject for this super soldier serum.
Mm.
But he
Wasn't it
becomes-
Tony Stark's dad?
I believe he was involved with it somehow. Yeah, he becomes a test subject. He becomes a super person, and then he pretty much goes and tries to stop Red Skull, who is played by Hugo Weaving. Really like that guy. Good villain. Yeah. Hugo Weaving, take note, and the fight at the end. Red Skull dies, or there's a theory that he didn't die, but we'll get to that in the next lesson. That could be a hint for another one of these lessons, people. Captain America has to crash the plane, which, to be honest, take note of this, is a silly reason to have to crash the plane. You have to admit he could have easily found a place and landed it.
Yeah.
That's a stupid reason, but he goes down into the ice. Next thing you know, he gets recovered from the ice at the end of the film.
And gets frozen to present time.
And that leads us to the Avengers. The Avengers is taking all of these people. Iron Man, Hulk, Thor, Captain America, plus like Black Widow and all those
Shield,
people.
Agent Shield, and all that.
And Samuel L. Jackson as Nick Fury, and putting them against Loki. Now Loki,
Is the same villain as Thor, Thor's brother.
yeah, he
He-
tries to destroy the Earth, and yeah, he tries to invade the Earth. With the Chitauri, the entire movie is about stopping them. You don't need to know any of the specifics. I'll go
Yeah.
into Tom Hiddleston.
I'm getting bored with this lesson. I need some
Okay, would you like to be the teacher?
No!
Okay, what?
I'm just reenacting a student if, like, he would be in, like, a class. But yeah,
Okay,
social
okay.
studies is
Why
good.
don't we, this is not social studies, film study. Okay, the Avengers. We move on to... You know what? You want to know what I want to do now, Jim?
What?
I just want to scrap this whole thing. I don't want to play the teacher anymore.
Oh, we also forgot another game. But, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry that I just took off this like this, but I can't keep talking like that anymore. I'm sorry,
But yeah.
guys. We tried to do a little...
It's Joe the teacher!
Yeah.
He's unmasked!
We tried to
Oh,
do a little skit for you guys. I'm sorry. I would have done it for the entire video, but it was taking way too long. And it was taking way too long, and I would have lost my voice. So let's talk about Phase 2. You can actually talk
Phase
now.
2? Nice. I'm gonna be the teacher for a sec.
I
Iron
remember
Man
the glasses.
3.
No. We're not doing. No, just get the stuff.
Iron Man 3. Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr. And that's the one where a sort of a terrorist. What's the guy's name with the ponytail?
Mandarin.
Yeah, the Mandarin. The Mandarin is threatening the government to sort of kill everyone. And that's why Tony Stark and the Silver Iron Man,
War Machine.
War Machine.
Which is Rhodey.
Yeah. And, it appears that the Mandarin's character is sort of like an actor playing the Mandarin. And I found that to be hilarious because it wasn't actually like... The Mandarin was someone else. It was the guy with the orange slick back hair.
But I have heard that there is actually, in the Marvel Universe, there is actually a Mandarin guy out there from like an after credit scene or something.
Mm.
So, Okay.
But yeah, Iron Man 3. That's really all.
That's the
Iron
start
Man
of Phase 2, by the way.
Start Phase 2. Going on to the second Thor, Thor 2, The Dark World. Yeah. This is when. Would you like to talk about this one?
Yeah, Thor returns to Earth to see Jane, who is the girl who finds him in the first thing.
Mhm.
Kind of mad at him, but it turns out Jane walked through some dimensional barrier and has some weird energy inside of her. Takes her to Asgard. I don't remember the exact details. It's been over 4 years since I've seen it.
Yeah, I remember seeing it in the theaters with you.
Yeah, I don't remember the exact. I do remember that the villain in this movie kind of sucked. I won't.
Yeah, I didn't really
I
like
do
this
remember.
one.
Yeah, Loki did fake his own death.
Yeah, he did.
And yeah,
Yeah, but that's technically for Thor 2. Captain America 2, The Winter Soldier.
yeah,
Now, this is the one where Bucky happens to be sort of rebuilt into the Winter Soldier.
yeah, he was brainwashed.
He was brainwashed by Hydra.
And this one, I think this film had the most impact on the Marvel universe.
It did.
SHIELD was an organization, then all of a sudden they find out that Hydra agents have been operating on it on their own soil, and they didn't even know.
Yeah.
Like, this one, there's a lot of, like, emotional moments, I would say, or some emotional moments of Bucky, especially at the end.
When at the end where they all fall from that sort of platform and
Yeah.
they land onto like a sort of like a bay and they
Yeah.
land in the water and then Bucky drags Captain America's body out from the water and just lays him on the island.
Yeah, and also Robert Redford, who plays the pretty much the leader.
Mhm.
He was good in this movie.
He was.
He was shot, which I was happy to see. That guy was
True.
Nick Fury kind of dicked his eye patch.
Yeah, I saw his eye, and he also sort of faked his death too
Yeah. he did.
because he.
Also, there's another theory about that I'll have to tell you. So, but that's another video.
So after Captain America 2, this is still in Phase 2, is Guardians of the Galaxy, Chris Pratt, Dave Bautista,
Zoe Saldana. That's who plays Gamora.
Gamora, Rocket,
He's Bradley Cooper.
and Groot is Vin Diesel.
Now,
Hey, we actually got all of them. Nice.
So, we actually have the movie here.
In case you guys were wondering.
I'll put a picture up. I
Yeah.
just wanted to show it.
So technically, the Guardians of the Galaxy is
Well, it's still in the universe of
of
this,
Marvel.
but it's not. Doesn't take place on Earth.
Yeah, it sort of takes place in the galaxy.
Yeah.
This is the Tesseract was mentioned in this.
Another
movie.
Infinity Stone, which is the thing that Peter grabbed at the end, was introduced.
Yeah.
These Infinity Stones, they're gonna all come together in the end of Phase 3, I think. So.
Yep.
Second, so this film, it was introducing us to them. It was introducing us to
Peter Quill.
Will, which, to be honest, that scene at the beginning when he dances, it
That's
cracks
funny.
me up every time.
Oh, there's
Yeah,
when
this
he lands
film,
on-
I thought it's funnier than some comedies. This film.
Yeah, this film, Marvel is sort of like. Marvel's known to have fun with its movies, like a lot of jokes.
If you're looking for fun, I would not recommend DC at all.
Yeah, DC, I sort of think of it as like
I think it has to be darker. Batman, because they call them vigilantes. These people are all heroes.
Yeah, but anyways, would you like to explain Guardians of the Galaxy?
Guardians of the Galaxy, pretty much all these people meet this Junker, Peter Quill, the daughter of Thanos, and
Rocket Raccoon.
yeah, and these two outlaws, and this guy whose wife was killed by
Drax.
no,
not
by
Drax.
Ronan.
Ronan.
Meet, and they just decide to go together
And
And-
sort of to find the
Yeah, they
the
kind
Infinity
of.
Stone, and
They
yeah,
find it. They want to sell it to this guy, but then they end up being the ones who save the galaxy in the end.
yes.
And also,
So it sort of turns out. So yeah, those all should lead up to the second Avengers movie,
yeah,
Age of Ultron.
second Avengers movie, it wasn't as good as the first, I'll say.
Yeah, I mean, here you have Ultron, this robot who likes to destroy stuff and all that, and he does happen to kill Jarvis, who.
Well, he thinks he does. Remember
Yeah.
that?
That's true.
So he thinks he does, and Ultron. I'll be honest. I didn't think he was a good substitution
Mhm.
for a villain. Like,
Yeah, I mean, he does die at the end, but.
yeah, but
Yeah, I mean, I would like to see him in more movies, like not just Avengers 2.
yeah, he was in those cartoons, and he
Yeah.
was like the villain multiple times.
Yeah.
Also, Vision was introduced. which
Vision,
is
yep,
good.
the red guy. Let's
The
see.
Bruce Banner and the Black Widow.
Black Widow.
they-
Ant-Man was introduced in it.
No, Ant-Man wasn't, was he?
Yeah, Ant-Man.
No. I'm more
Try-
talking about they kind of like each other.
Yeah.
The Hulk and Black Widow. That's kind of. It kind of throws a hole in the romance between like Black Widow and Hawkeye that was in the first movie, but
Mhm.
then again we find out he has kids and a wife in this one, so
Yeah. So was he cheating on his wife? I don't know.
No, he was not. I think he.
So Avengers 2, that one's checked off, and Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, I was surprised about this one. Michael Douglas was good, but Paul Rudd, you guys know his normal movies. Anchorman, he was in Anchorman, he was in, I actually don't know what else he's in. He's in like, I think there's a film called The 40-Year-Old Virgin that he's in. He's not known for superhero serious movies. He's known for comedies. This film surprised me that he was able to do that.
To pull it off.
Pretty much it's about him. He's a thief. He breaks into this guy's house, and this guy chooses him to become the new Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
And the Wasp was sort of like the Wasp, the villain, was sort of creating like this machine to turn stuff into small stuff
Or big stuff.
or big stuff, especially
Yeah, I remember the bug at the end with
Yeah.
the girl with his daughter.
Yeah, that's a creepy looking dog or something like that.
Yeah, and it's like it's
It's a good movie. It's good.
It's
I
not
would sort of. Would you sort of rate it as like a family movie almost?
sorta, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, especially when he like.
I mean, I sort of thought of it as like sort of like a family movie. I never
Yeah.
thought I would say that, especially with like Marvel. But like, yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Paul-
appropriate for.
Yeah, Paul Rudd was good in the role.
Yeah.
And yeah, I was quite frankly surprised about it.
Yep.
I'm sorry, it's been two years since I've seen it, people.
Yeah. So, Phase 3, we are now entering. Now, keep in mind that Phase 3
It's
isn't
not
completed yet.
It's not done.
It's not done.
Black
It's still
Panther
going on.
just came out.
Avengers 3.
By the way, I'm probably going to see that one of these weekends.
Yes.
I'm probably offering to take you just
Oh,
so we
thanks.
can review it.
Yeah.
But
Thanks.
we are doing every movie up to Black Panther.
Yeah. So the first start of it is Captain America 3, Civil War.
Captain America 3, pretty much the government wants the Avengers.
All the superheroes.
The
to be-
Avengers to be a government-run thing.
Mhm.
And some of the Avengers say yes, others say no. The two main people are Captain America and Iron Man who say no.
Mhm.
This creates conflict between the two of them. It leads to them being wanted by the government, running everywhere. And, yeah.
They sort of have to.
And
Find
then,
it out
and
at
then
the end.
Bucky gets framed for the job of killing the Black Panther's father, who's from Wakanda,
Mhm.
and it's like all this stuff.
Yeah.
And then the twist that there's way too much stuff, but then at the end everyone's caught, and then Iron Man actually goes to help out Captain America and Bucky, and then Iron Man finds out that Bucky killed his parents.
Yeah.
And that's a huge plot hole, which there's another theory about that I'll bring up later in
Mhm.
another video. But he then tries to kill Captain America and Bucky,
Mhm.
and then he leaves, and then Cap and Iron Man, I don't know how that's going to heal.
Yeah, they sort of had sort of like their sort of differences, especially in the first Avengers.
No, but
Avengers
but,
one.
but after this movie, after like Captain America was fighting against him, I don't see like
I don't see any really like
Yeah.
making up after that. The second one, Doctor Strange. To be honest, I haven't seen this one.
yeah, I've seen it once. So Doctor Strange, it's pretty much about Benedict Cumberbatch plays him, which to be honest, I looked at the character from the comics and I said that's Benedict Cumberbatch, so I knew he was gonna play him. So yeah, pretty much this movie is about this doctor who gets into a car accident and has severe nerve damage in his hands and wants to heal. And there is this one guy who is healed nerve damage, and he went to this guy called I don't even remember his name. I haven't seen this film like a year. He went to this woman called the something. I'm sorry, I don't remember his name.
But yeah.
And he soon learns that the only way to heal his things is to learn magic. And this is pretty much him learning how to use magic. And then he gets increasingly better at it. He has to stop this huge demon named Dormammu from coming. And he becomes the Sorcerer Supreme.
So nice.
And
The second one, I've seen sort of like half of it. Have you seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
yeah.
Alright,
Guardians 2, I'm gonna be honest with you, not my favorite movie
Really?
at all.
you thought the first one was better?
Yeah, Guardians 2, it pretty much goes with Peter Quill finally meets his father. And his father is this almighty, powerful god. But then it turns out that his father wants to destroy the universe as he knows it. So the entire plot of it is he goes there. The one thing I would say about the movie, you always know something is up with that father. You're like, this man isn't all that he seems to be.
Yeah.
Then it is revealed that he loved Peter's mother, and that's how he had Peter. And it's revealed that it's revealed that because Peter's mother was this guy's weakness, that he was the guy who put the tumor in her head and gave her cancer. So Peter was like, you killed my mother, got into a huge fight with him, and then that's it. And then he's like, I'm gonna destroy the world that you know, as you know it. And then he blows him up. And then Yondu in this film was so much better. Like, you learn that
Yeah.
he was actually didn't keep Peter because he could fit in the small places. He kept him because he knew that Ego, which is his father, was a freak that was gonna kill him.
So,
And he does die in this film,
who?
Yondu, which is, it's kind of sad to tell you the truth after you learn all this stuff. But
Who's John Doe again?
What?
Who's John Doe?
Yondu,
Yeah,
the blue
Yondu.
alien who raised Peter.
Oh, with the
Yeah,
red.
the thing with the
Oh.
whistle.
He
Yeah.
dies now. I never knew that.
Yeah, so this film, those are the couple of good parts. And yeah, you also learn why Gamora's kind of foster sister
Yeah.
hates her so much.
Mhm.
It's because she was told by Thanos to be better than her. Nebula is her name. She's like morally better than her, and whenever Nebula failed, he replaced a part of her with machines. So that's
Is that
why
why she's like half?
Yeah.
Like,
So you finally learn she legit said all I wanted to do was have a sister, not a person who was better than me. So they kind of heal their rift, but there's like a lot of stuff like that in this film. So
yeah, it's sort of like almost like it's like there was a lot of cliffhangers in the first one, but this one sort of reveals all the cliffhangers and makes sense.
okay.
So Spider-Man: Homecoming, I didn't see that yet. Have you?
Yeah, neither have I. So
Let's just
sorry.
say it's a good movie. I've heard it's good. It made millions of dollars in the box office. Congratulations.
I'll try to find it. So.
Thor 3.
You
Ragnarok. No, I have not.
Yes, I have.
How was it? Do you
It
think?
was a good film. I would overall say that the Hulk is in it.
Yeah.
The Hulk is in it. It's like, so pretty much he learns from his father that once he dies, that Hela, who is kind of his half-sister, is coming. So because of that, Thor has to prepare, and they fight Hela. She breaks Thor's hammer, and Thor is sent to this sort of planet where the Hulk went after Avengers Age of Ultron. If you remember, he just went flying off in a Quinjet. And pretty much the entire movie is him trying to get out of that place and get back to Asgard. But then a twist happens. You find out that the prophecy that he was in does not want him to prevent Ragnarok. It wants him to be the cause of it. Pretty much Ragnarok, he stops this guy at the beginning, and he says there's a prophecy that you will bring the destruction of my home, or something. I don't quite remember, even though it was a couple months ago. And then at the end, he realizes the only way to defeat his sister is to bring this demon back to life, and he destroys all of Asgard, pretty much.
Wow.
So at the end of the movie, they're all in a ship, like going off. All of Asgard is in a ship going off into the distance. And I've heard that's how they meet the Guardians. But that's about it. Sorry, I didn't.
Good history lesson. Good history lesson.
So,
we get 100 for the
okay,
test.
get together, class. There will be another one of these.
The chapter review next Monday. We have a quiz next week.
No, next week. I don't know if it's going to be Monday, but like I said, there's a lot of theories I want to talk about. That'll be the next video.
Okay.
See you all later.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Like, comment, subscribe.
And turn on notifications. We will be doing a live stream soon.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, and
Bye.
see you guys all later.
Yeah.